Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to explain in details on how beginners trader, binary beginners trader can simply make profit. Okay, um, this is a pocket option trading platform. So pocket option trading platform, I think the minimum deposit is $5. Okay, so you can deposit $5. Actually, before this. Some minutes ago, I've already withdraw about $200 plus on this account. And actually, I want to start with $5 right now. So I've taken a trade, then I've screenshot it. So now I'm going to show you, explain in details. Okay, about the video I uploaded on my YouTube channel some days ago. The last video I uploaded on my YouTube channel some days ago, I said something about trading supply and demand using the 1 minute trading uh, candle with a 1 minute expiry time. Okay, so this is actually how you can trade 1 minute expiry time. This video is only for beginner, those of you, and also those of you who are struggling to make a consistent profit in binary option. What I mean is that every day you continue to lose because you don't know what you're going to trade. Okay, maybe you saw a particular trade setup, then you decided to take the trade, and you end up losing uh, on the finally um, on the finally wipe off the account. So in this video, I'm going to show you. Okay, I think there are different ways I do enter trade. I always take trade. Sometimes, if I want to make a profit of $500, $700, $1,000, I usually spend up to let's say about 20 minutes, 30 minutes on a trade. Then I will use the 1 minute expiry time. Okay. So, but if I want to make profit of $10, profit of $20, $50, I take trade on 5 minute expiry time. And this kind of setup, it take hours, or let's say sometimes not all the time your market will always give you a trade opportunity. Sometimes you might wait for hours, sometimes you might wait for days. So it takes some time before I accomplish that. But nevertheless, I'm going to show you how you can trade 1 minute expiry time. Okay, 1 minute expiry time. You only want to predict the next candle, and it's very simple. Okay, you only want to predict the next candle, and very simple. So, for some instances, yeah, you saw this candle. Okay, then the next candle was red, because after you saw this candle, you saw the next candle was red. Then you might be wondering what is going on here. Why the next candle is always red? Okay, so all the time you always get confused. Why the next candle is always red? Sometimes you see a situation like this, the next candle is green. So, but in this video, I'm going to show you how you analyze the market and predict the next candlestick. Okay, so now I'm starting from a $5. I decided to make profit of $20. So after this $20, if my count is now $20, I will stop. Okay, so this is for beginners. Okay, then I'm going to be using $1 on each trade, $1 on each trade. Okay, so this is not a martingale system. This is a fixed trading amount. Okay, a fixed trading amount system. So that means every trade you take $1 on each trade, and there's no double entry, no multiple entry. If you lose, accept losses. Okay, wait for the next trade opportunity. Now, okay, so let's move on. I think this is the first analysis I did, but I missed this trade opportunity. I didn't take the trade. I didn't take any trade here, but I've already analyzed and missed the trade opportunity. So what is my analysis here? Whenever you are trading, there are different ways. There are different ways I trade the binary option. I trade supply and demand. I trade supply and demand. I trade support and resistance zone. I trade rejection zone. I trade reversal zone. Okay, I trade the flip zone. Okay, I trade touch and run entry, touch and run entry like this. Okay, you enter the trade here, the market rejects close here. So that is what I mean by touch and run entry. About eight. These are my trade setup. Okay. Also, I trade SMC. Okay, and price action. Okay, and candlestick pattern. Okay, these are my trade setup. These are my trade analysis. I use always using binary option. But most importantly, I trade support and resistance. I trade supply and demand. Okay, but in this video, I'm going to show you how to trade supply and demand using the 1 minute expire time. Okay, so first thing first, you analyze the market. Okay, so after analyzing the market will give you a clue on what is going to happen next. For instance, you enter the trade, you analyze the price, and you saw the market is going up. So what you do, you follow the trend. Or you see the market is going down, you follow the trend. Or you see market is moving sideways, you draw support and resistance, supply and demand, something like that. Okay, but this, because analyzing the market will give you a clue on what is going to happen next. Take for example on this trade here, we have a bullish movement. Market consolidate for a while, then continue again. We see the market has already violated this high, then drop. So the moment the price drop, it break this low. This low we call the change of character, because after this bullish movement, it creates a new low. So after this low, the market is supposed to continue to push higher, something like this. But it doesn't occur. What it does is only few movements, then the price drop. Okay, price drop, create a new high, price drop, create a new high, then drop again. Okay, so now we have a new low, which is break of structure. This is change of character, break of structure, and this is liquidity. Okay, because the price creates a new high here. So what we expect is that if the market has changed, as the market has changed character now, so we're expecting the price to at least continue to push downward. But our expectation is that we enter the trade based on uh, some market conference. Okay, something like you enter the trade on the let's say the point of interest. So you cannot just enter the trade at anyhow level, any other levels. So first thing first, this is the other block zone, because this other block zone is the one responsible for this movement to the downside. This other block, the last green candle before the market changed character to the downside. So it's the one responsible for this movement to the downside. So now what I'm going to do is draw from the opening of this green candle, extend it to the higher wick. Okay. So now drag it to the right side. So my expectation is trade if the price reach up. So you see that the market rise again, then unable to touch the zone and reverse. So if the price unable to touch the zone and reverse, we call inducement. So it's some few sellers that decided to enter the trade here, but instead the buyers kick in and push the price higher. So it's called inducement, like a fake move to the downside. So if you extend the line, so my expectation is wait for the price to close or break this inducement and then close inside the zone, then enter the trade. Okay, you can see after a few minutes, the price reach the zone, then reverse and form a green candle. But what I'll be looking at here for my trade analysis, or for my trade analysis, or for this trade, I'll be expecting waiting for the price to close inside the zone, then I will enter the trade with a 1 minute expire time. Okay, but before that, I must also see some confirmation. The first confirmation I got here is the candle reject from the zone, then form a red candle. That is a sign that sellers will be interested. The next confirmation is the candle close inside the zone. Okay, and also rejection. Okay, those are the confirmation I need. So the first rejection occur, sellers entered. Second, rejection, the candle close inside the zone, then my next prediction would be a green candle. Okay, my next prediction would be a red candle. Okay, it doesn't matter if I take the trade or enter the trade next. No, but my expectation is trade inside the zone for 1 minute expiry time. So after that, what the market does next doesn't concern me. Because sometimes the market might just reverse for 1 minute, then continue to push higher. Okay. So I just say, okay, let me take trade of 1 minute, expect the price to drop for 1 minute, then if the market goes down or if the market doesn't. Okay. So this is very suitable for um, beginners. Okay, if you are beginners in this binary option trading platform, you should always start with trading with a 1 minute uh, candle with 1 minute expiry time. Okay, um, this coming Tuesday I'll be holding a lecture. I'll be holding some classes on how you can trade 1 minute candle with 1 minute expiry time. So in case you want to join, check my contact details. Okay, check my contact details in the video description below. So I will show you the analysis you have to use to trade the 1 minute candle, the 1 minute expiry time. So now let's move on. So this is the second analysis. In this trade, my expectation is trade inside the zone because the analysis I did here is that after this bullish movement, the market pause, consolidate for a while, continue. Buyers become weak, sellers enter. So this consolidation, the pause area the price entered before the buyers explode, exploded to the upside. I expect the price to close inside the zone to go with buyers on the next candle. But I think I didn't take this trade because the market did not respect the zone. It's break the zone to push downward, so I didn't take any trade here. So this is the next analysis. Okay, now what do we have here? We can see after consolidation, buyers entered. Okay, buyers move upside. And that consolidation, buyers move upside. The next consolidation, and buyers move upside. So you can see that this is like a bullish pattern, a bullish pattern. And also here we have consolidation. We expect the buyers to continue to push higher, but instead the price drop. There was no sign of buyers. Buyers become weak. That is why we have this high. Okay, lower high, lower high structure. That is why we have lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Okay, so now my expectation is that okay, if the market will be forming lower high, lower low, well, I should consider taking with a 1 minute trade pattern at any of these reversal zone. Okay, check on the left side. What do you observe? I can see that after some few consolidation here, buyers enter very strongly from this level. Also, you can see that I draw the zone because I must have to include the zone on the left side as well. Okay, the previous one because it's still part of the because there was no strong bullish movement to form a new rally, a strong rally. Okay, but it's still part of the zone. That is why I extend the rectangle to the left side. So now, as the market creates a new lower low structure, it created equal low, which is a support. So what I expect is price to drop, close inside the zone, then take any trade. But what we have here is the candle reject. So I'm not satisfied. It reject from the zone, so I'm not satisfied. So I have to wait again for the next candle to drop to see if the market will close inside the zone, then confirm my entry with a rejection, then take the trade. Now, remember, I said something about taking trade or about the. Um, I said something about taking trade inside the zone. If there's no rejection, wait for next candle before enter. But you might be wondering why did I even go with buyers here? Why not wait for next candle to reject before I enter the trade? Well, the reason why I go with buyers because of this previous green candle, because of this previous red candle. That is why I go with buyers. This previous red candle doesn't have any upper rejection and no lower rejection. No upper rejection, no lower rejection is called Maribozu, full Maribozu. And sometimes full Maribozu is either a bullish reversal or bearish reversal. Also a continuation trend. Okay, but in this case it serves as a continuation trend. Why? Because I, on the left side, before I consider this is as exhaustion candle, on the left side I look for confirmation. Confirmation here is this candle. Market has already reacted when it touched the zone. If the market has not reacted when it touched the zone, then I will not go with buyers on the next candle. Okay, but as I've already seen reaction from the zone, so the price have already reacted from the zone. Then the next one, I didn't see any strong momentum to push the price downward. Take a look at this candle here, this red candle, this green candle. We have momentum, but here I didn't see any strong momentum. Okay, starting from here, sellers start entering the market from here. Only have one green candle, one red candle. Okay, we only have one few sellers entry, some sellers entry, and one strong exhaustion candle. This exhaustion candle is when the sellers put the all money they have with them. Okay, put all the money they have with them, then the price close inside the buyer's entry level. So my expectation is to trade green candle. Okay, confirmation is this rejection. The next one, there's no strong bearish momentum. So that is why I go with buyers on the next candle. Okay, so I think I actually won this trade, and it's 1 minute. It's 1 minute candle with 1 minute, $1. Okay, on each trade. Okay, so let's see what happened to this trade. Let's see what happened here. Okay, reason why I go with buyers. Sorry, reason why I go with sellers is very simple. First, I observe the trend. Okay, there was a bullish trend. Market consolidate, push higher again, consolidate again, then push higher. Okay, you see that the buyers, after the buyers violate this consolidation, they will have a strong bullish movement. Same thing here. Okay, but this time, after this consolidation, the buyers are not strong enough. So at least if the market should reverse or continue to push higher, we expect the price to at least rise to this level, okay, to continue the trend. But it didn't happen. So what happened next is that after this consolidation, few buyers break the level or break this consolidation, the sellers enter the market. So the moment the sellers enter the market, the sellers violate this low on the left side, the previous low. So it's not a sign of a change of character. Okay, now a sign of change of character. So next, my point of interest is the I'll be waiting for the price to close inside this other block zone. Okay, this green candle, because this is the last green candle after this bullish movement. This is the last green candle, sellers push the price down. Then also the last green candle, that is the other block responsible for this previous, or let's say, change of character. So the moment the price violate this previous low, we have some few sellers try to go down, buyers reject them, and a few buyers entry, then sellers again. And finally, the candle close inside the zone with rejection from sellers. Rejection from sellers. So my next prediction will be red. Okay, my next prediction will be red. So I expect sellers on the next candle. Okay, so the rejection I got here is that first thing first, I've already seen some sellers activities here. Okay, that is why we have a strong sellers candle. The next one is the candle close inside the zone with a rejection. Okay, so from here to here, sellers are here, so which is a sign that sellers will enter at least for 1 minute expiry time. Okay, the market might decide to go down. Okay, but also it's possible the price only reverse one, then continue to push higher. So that is not my concern. As long as I've already taken the trade inside the zone, when candle close inside the zone, then I enter the trade for 1 minute expiry time. So I think I already won this trade. So now let's see the next one. Okay, I think this also a zone. I remember this trade. This trade was something like this. We have a downtrend, the markets create a support or a zone, then rise. After that, the price break this level, okay, then we retrace back to the zone. So I draw a rectangle, okay, waiting for the price to close inside the zone, then to enter this and enter the trade. So that is what I did here. But if you observe what is going on here, okay, after the price break out from this resistance level, because sellers entered, but now a few sellers entry. So buyers continue to push higher. Touch the zone, rejection. I'm not satisfied. So after rejection, sellers enter. Rejection. I'm still not satisfied. So I have to wait for the price to close inside the zone with a rejection as well. So my next prediction will be red. Okay. So I expect sellers to enter on the next candle because I've already seen confirmation. First confirmation is that there's a rejection from the zone. Also, rejection from the zone, sellers entered, a few sellers entry. Then this candle now close inside the zone with a rejection. So it's probably now it's time for sellers to enter on the next candle. That's why I go with sellers here. Okay. Also with $1. Then this trade as well is very simple. Okay. If you look on the left side, we have a resistance. The market did not respect the resistance, it break the resistance. Then also reverse again, it becomes support. Okay, so resistance R becomes support. Then rise again, become another support. So after rejecting from the support, it's create what we call the base. Okay, and this base sometimes I call it the maximum pain level. The maximum pain level, and then the market drop. Okay, the market drop. So the resistance becomes support, also support. The maximum pain level is here. Okay, the maximum pain level is here. So which means that I expect the price to close inside the maximum pain level zone. But I must be also be looking for a demand engulf. Okay, but in this case, I'm looking at a demand engulf. So here we have a few demand, but that demand has been engulfed by a strong seller's entry. Now, if the market now retrace back, continue to form a consolidation, then drop, that consolidation is what I'm going to use as a base, as my entry. Okay, but take a look at the example here. We have a demand, then the price break the demand. So above it is the zone. So from here to here is the zone. So my expectation is to wait for the price close inside the zone, next candle form red. Okay, close inside the zone, next candle form red. So that is what I expect here. That's my analysis here. Even though the candle is very strong, the price is very strong, reject close above the zone. But the reason why I also draw the zone here completely is that sometimes in a situation like this, the market might not even uh, respect the zone, might still continue. But as long as the price is still inside the zone with a weak body, the market is likely to reverse at any moment. So that is why I draw this zone. Okay. So also the zone, if I should draw it from here, from this demand engulfed, extend it to the right side. Okay. From here, okay, from here to here. That is the major zone. So all we need is wait for price to close inside the zone, then price enter the trade for 1 minute. Okay. This is the analysis that is here. So first thing first, where is the confirmation I got? I got confirmation here. The candle reject from the zone. Next candle close inside the zone as a hanging man. So I expect the price to reverse for 1 minute. Okay, the market might reverse downside. It might just reverse for 1 minute, then continue to push higher. So that is not my concern. My concern is wait for the price to reverse for 1 minute. Same thing happened at the downside here. Check this out. Okay, we have a demand, a supply. So a supply has been engulfed. Okay, supply has been engulfed. So also we have support become resistance, also become support. Okay, so now this supply now has been engulfed to the upside, and this is actually the maximum pin level. See, NPL maximum pin level. So if I should draw a line, I'll be drawing from here to the downside. Okay, I'll be drawing from here to the downside. So my expectation is wait for the price to close inside the zone, then I enter the trade. But I didn't enter this trade. I just using this as an example so that you should know how the market reacts whenever price reach supply and demand zone. Okay, you can see the second attempt, the third attempt, you can see. So I think I won this trade. Next trade, okay, next trade. So according to the price analysis here, is that from here we have the higher high, higher low. So from this high low, we have a strong bullish movement. The market consolidates, buyers continue push higher. Then until finally buyers decided to give up for sellers to enter. So sellers entered. The first thing that sellers did is to violate the previous low. So the moment the price violate the previous low, create a what we call the new supply. Okay, if you supply here, if you supply entry, supply zone is here. So now the price continue to push higher. Reject again, push down, sorry, push down, not higher. Okay, and reject again. Okay, then finally the candle closed inside the zone with a rejection. Then I decided to go with sellers on the next candle. Also, there's one trading pattern. There's one strategy I always use on a 1 minute. If I have something like a bearish candle, something like this, with upper shadow, okay, you can also have lower shadow, but at least upper shadow. After a bearish candle, the next candle is bullish. Okay, the next candle is bullish, and the market break this high, and finally after breaking the high, it reverse immediately. Where if I want to draw a zone here in this situation, I will draw from here, from this high, extend it to this high. Sometimes I can expect that the price, this candle also has the upper shadow. So from this high, extend it to this high. So waiting for the price to reach the zone. After reaching the zone with a rejection, then my next entry will be red. So that's my expectation. That is my analysis here. But it's the same thing that happened. Okay, check this out. This upper shadow. Okay, after this upper shadow, buyers entered, break the upper shadow, then start to reverse again to the downside. Okay, so if I want to draw supply zone, I will draw from this upper shadow to this shadow here, extend it to the right side. So now I will wait for the price to close inside the zone with confirmation and enter the trade. Okay, you can see that the market has confirmed is going to reverse. First thing is this rejection, because it's still from the zone. Rejection, it reverse. Also rejection and few sellers entry. Finally, the price reject again, close inside the zone. So definitely, I expect sellers entry. Okay, I expect sellers entry. That is why I think I want this trade as well. Okay, with a $1 account or with a $1 amount. So you can see this is how you grow a small account. This is how you grow a small account. You might also encounter some losses, but at least your winning ratio should be higher than your losing rate ratio. So now, what is the next trade? Let's see the next trade. Okay, I lost this trade based on the wrong analysis. Okay, well, my analysis is still good, but I still make the mistake here. It is after I took the trade that is when I discovered that my mistake is made here. So I tried to rectify it. My next trade, then I won the trade. So the reason why I draw supply here because I was using this as the previous last green candle, last red candle before this bullish movement. That was my expectation, but uh, I did observe this is the origin of the other block. The origin. I'm talking about this green candle or this last red candle before the price continue to push higher. Because the origin is that for other blocks is that the market after reaching after breaking the moving higher, it reversed to the downside, rejects, then reverse again to continue to push higher. So that is the mistake I made here. The price continue to push higher. So in this situation here, you can see the market rise up very strongly. But this time, it failing it's I didn't draw the zone. I didn't draw the zone properly. So that's why I lost this trade. So I wait for the price again to form one more red candle at the zone. I enter the trade. I think this is where I adjust the zone. Okay, I finally draw the zone. Here, you can see I finally draw the zone because this is the origin of this bullish movement. This is just the price testing the zone. Okay, that is for the confirmation. The next confirmation is wait for candle or wait for the price to drop inside the zone with rejection. I think there's a rejection, a small rejection here. So I enter the trade with call option for 1 minute expired time. So the confirmation is this: price testing the zone, candle close inside the zone with a small rejection, then I enter the trade. So the market might only reverse for once, okay, then continue to push downward. Or it might reverse for once and continue to push higher. So that is not my concern because this is 1 minute trading. Okay. So what happened next? I think I won this trade as well. Okay. You can see very strong bias entry. So this the first entry, this is the second entry. So I adjust the line, I adjust the zone, trading from the origin of the zone, then take the trade. Okay. Um, I think I also missed this trade. I think I missed this trade. Okay, based on the market structure here, we have a downtrend. The market creates lower low, lower high. Okay, creates equal support of equal low, then new lower low. Finally, the price rise up again, consolidate for a while, move up again. Okay, consolidation up. Okay, so my expectation is wait for the price to drop close inside the zone, and then I will go with buyers confidently on the next candle. But I start to see some rejection. So I'm not satisfied with the rejection. I have to wait. The price should come into the zone one more time, or I wait for the price to come to the zone one more time. Okay. So to see if the market is going to actually reverse. But actually, I did not partake on this trade. Okay. I did not partake on this trade because I'm not sure. But still, the market does what I expect it to be. The reason why I did not partake on this trade, I missed the trade. First thing, I missed the trade. Second, if I even though I open the chart on time, I will still not take this trade because we can see bearish pressure, a bearish pressure. Okay, you can see a bearish pressure. This is a sign there is a strong sellers selling the markets at the moment, a bearish pressure. Also, we have the downtrend. So this is a sign the sellers are now in control of the market. So the market might not actually respect this one, but what happened here is that this red candle closed inside the zone. Buyers decided to enter, but there's a bearish pressure push the price down again. Then this candle now closed inside the zone with a rejection. So that is a sign that the market will actually reverse because the body of this candle is now inside the zone. The body of this candle is now inside the zone. And also a sign of reversal, which is the inverted hammer. Okay, the inverted hammer here. inverted hammer. That is why the buyers took the opportunity to enter on the next candle. Okay, but I didn't partake on this trade. Let's see the next one. Okay, I think I took this trade based on three reasons. Okay, first thing first, I draw the zone starting from here. Okay, the reason why I draw this zone because I might be familiar with the what we call the Quasimodo pattern. For instance, a set Quasimodo pattern is when you have a green, a bullish movement, okay, something like this. Then the market break this low, return to this zone. So your entry will be from here, then drop. Same thing goes to the upper side. The market drop, something like this. Okay. Then the market break this high, then test this level, then continue to push higher. So in this situation here, I see something like that occur. Okay, because we have this bearish downtrend. Okay, and the market drop again. After that, the price break this high, continue to push higher. So my expectation is wait for the price to revisit this zone. Okay, this zone, this Quasimodo line. Okay, so I expect the price to visit the zone. Then the candle now also close inside the zone with a rejection. That is why I go with bias. Then the second reason is this. Second reason is this. Remember this. Um, remember this last red candle. Okay, after before this consolidation, this last red candle is the supply engulfed. Okay, supply engulfed. You can see the buyers engulf this red candle to the upside. This green candle engulf this red candle to the upside. So if the price engulfed, the market has to look for a potential level for a reversal. So after I spot this supply engulfed, the market moves up, then look for a potential level because this time now this candle here is not like MPL, also the QML. So that is why I expected the price to reverse because if I should draw the line, or let's say I draw the zone, I will draw it from this last red candle to this low, extend it to the right side. So what happened? This candle closed inside the zone with a rejection, so buyers will enter on the next candle. Then the next reason, or the third reason why I decided to go with buyers again is this. Okay, we have some bullish consolidation entry here, bullish base here. Because after this drop, the markets consolidated for a while, then explodes. The buyers explode to the upside. So the market visit the zone, rejects from the zone, then the opening price of next candle is the bullish entry. So that is why I decided that okay, three reasons to go with buyers, so I go with buyers on this trade. I think I actually won this trade. Okay, let's see the this trade as well. Okay, so now this is also is very simple based on this structure. We have the resistance. Okay, we also have support because resistance, support, resistance R becomes support. So after the support, the market rejects from the support, creates what we call the base, then drop to the downside. Okay, after dropping the downside, break of structure, break of structure, break of structure. Okay, then also we have the liquidity around this area. So the market has to look for a base as your supply and demand. Okay, but in this case, it's supply zone or supply base. So from the base is located here, okay, to the right side, I extend it to the right side. So my expectation is wait for the price to close inside the zone. And this type of base, we call it the drop base drop. Okay, D B D. Okay, drop base drop. So I wait for the price to close inside the zone with a rejection, then enter the trade. Okay, that is what happened here. So that is why I go with sellers on this trade. Actually, I still won the trade. And this also, I lost the trade. Okay, because I still use the same analysis here, but I actually lost the trade. First thing first, you can see the resistance becomes supports. Okay, resistance becomes support. But now I was expecting that this is the base, which I expect the price to reverse. But fortunately, the market doesn't reverse. Instead, it formed one more green candle to the upside, and finally lost this trade. But what I did next is that as the supply zone doesn't as the market doesn't respect the supply zone, I use the resistance zone. Okay, I use the resistance zone. The resistance zone is located here, from here to this high. Okay, resistance zone from here to this level. So what I need is wait for the price to close inside the resistance zone, then enter trade on the next candle. I think that was actually the next trade. So I took the trade again. Okay, you can see from the resistance zone, from the resistance zone, the market reverse from the resistance zone because from here to here. So candle, the price closed inside the zone with a rejection. That is why I go with sellers on the next candle. Okay. Also, I have some confirmation. Confirmation is this candle rejects, sellers entered, and also this candle also rejects, but no reversal yet. And the candle that closed inside the zone also has a rejection. So that's why I say that sellers will actually enter this trade. So I go with sellers. You can say very strong sellers entry. So I go with sellers on the next candle. So I finally won this trade. And again, I decided to take trade another 1 minute trade because immediately sellers entered, buyers decided to go up. Then I look for um, a supply zone around this area. So I was expecting the market will touch the zone and reverse. My mistake here, I made a mistake because I didn't observe the gap. The reason why I lost this trade because I didn't observe the gap. There was a gap down. That is why the buyers entered here. If there wasn't no gap down, I think after the price touched the zone, a seller should enter on the next candle. But there was a gap down, but buyers entered again on the next candle. You can see a small gap down. You can see a very small gap down. So the moment the price gap down, buyers enter the trade. So actually, I adjust the zone. So so I adjust the zone, okay, from here to here, okay. So there was no gap here. There was no gap. You can see no gap. So the candle closed inside the zone. I go with sellers again on the next candle. So I won this trade as well. Okay, you can see I won this trade. Actually, I took two entry. Okay, two entry. Still on $1 with 1 minute trading account. Okay, let's see what happened next. Now my balance is now $13. Then again, again, the reason why I go with buyer's edge is because we have bullish movement, a strong red candle as they engulfed, then continue to push higher, higher, down, then up again. So the market has already created the source of the engulf of the supply, sorry, of the demand zone. The source of the demand zone is this red candle. Okay, source of the demand zone is this red candle. So the moment the price pull out from this zone, I expect the price to. So the moment the market pull out from this range, I expect the price to close inside the zone with a rejection to go with buyers next. That's why I go with buyers on this trade. Okay, rejection occur. Even before the rejection occur, the market has already tested the zone and then reverse for 1 minute. This is it. Rejection. Okay, reject from the zone and reverse for 1 minute. Still again, the market rejects. That's the next confirmation. And candle close inside the zone with a rejection. So buyers entered again on the next candle. Okay. So let's see what happened next. Actually, I lost this trade as well. I lost this trade. I remember this trade. I was hoping that the market will reverse from this origin of this, the origin of this demand. demand zone. So this candle closed inside the demand zone, no rejection. So I expect buyers entered, but I think I lost the trade because the buyers did not enter the market. I lost the trade. Buyers did not enter the market. So what next? I have to wait to see because this candle close as red, weak red candle. That is weak sellers. So I have to see the sellers have become weak. So what happened? Sellers become weak. Even after closing below the zone, sellers become weak. Okay, sellers become weak because they cannot be compared with this strong bullish movement. So sellers become weak. That's why I go with buyers on the next candle, and also with the two entry to recover the loss and also make a profit. So I think I won this trade as well. Also, I won this trade. Okay, still on $1. I won this trade because from here, the origin of the demand zone, I'm only see some rejection. Okay, rejection after testing the zone twice. Again, zone twice. But this time, I expect the candle to close inside the zone to go with buyers. But I won this trade as well. You can see the market, the price closed inside the zone with a rejection. You can see the market also reversed to the upside. Okay, you can see very simple analysis. And this trade as well, and this trade, okay, uh, this is the origin of the demand zone. The market tested the zone, then reverse. After creating what we call liquidity sweep, okay, sweep some liquidity, rejection from the zone. But that is not what I'm expecting. I'm expecting the price to close inside the zone before I go with or before I enter the trade. Okay, but you can see the candle close inside the zone with a rejection. So I've already confirmed. Look on the left side. What are the reason next? What are the next reason I should go with buyers? Okay, first thing rejection, reverse. Okay, rejection, reverse, and also rejection and candle close inside the zone. So I go with buyers on the next candle. Okay, um, what next? And this trade, I think I won this trade as well because if you observe, we have a bullish movement, market create resistance break. Okay, now you create other block, and this other block is the origin. This other block is the origin of the supply zone. So the market drop, the price tested the supply zone, then drop again. This time it creates liquidity, so drop, and then break of structure. Now from here we have a strong bias movement to the upside. So now I wait for the price to at least close inside the zone, wait for the candle, the price to close inside the zone with a rejection. So my next entry will be red. So I go with sellers on the next candle. Also some confirmation on the left side. This the confirmation. Okay, rejection, reverse. Okay, so that is why I go with sellers on the next candle here. I think I won this trade as well. And this trade, I lost this trade. I make a mistake here. I lost it. I thought the market, after violating this support level or this demand, is going to respect this next demand, but it didn't. Only got rejection. Then finally, candle went down, goes down. Then also head toward the next supply. That's next demand. So that is why I lost this trade. So I look for next trade opportunity. Still the same thing. I lost this trade. So I've already lost two trades in a row. Okay, I've lost two trades in a row because after seeing this base here, because bullish base, bullish. So market respect this base. Okay, reverse again, reverse, then drop, violating. So I expect the price after reversing the zone or base, I expect the price to reverse, but it didn't reverse. And also I make a mistake. The I didn't look for any confirmation. I just entered the trade. Okay, because the confirmation I'll be looking for is wait for this candle to at least wait for this candle to at least as a rejection from sellers before I expect sellers entry. But no, nothing like that happened. So that is why I lost this trade. So let's see what happened. Immediately the candle, you can see there was no rejection from sellers. And the next candle formed green candle, still inside the zone. And this candle is indecision because it has this upper rejection and lower rejection. And also it's still inside the zone. And the body of the candle is weak compared to this candle, the previous candle. The body now is weak. So that is why I decided to go with sellers on the next candle. You can see, um, okay, the candle is very weak compared to previous candle. So as upper and lower rejection, that is indecision, and also still inside the zone. So that is why I go with sellers on the next candle. So I confidently go with sellers with four entries. I think this trade I entered the four entries. Okay, four entries with a $1 at least $4 on this trade. So four entries because I'm confidently the market will reverse. So the market reversed for 1 minute. Okay, I actually won this trade as well. And now my balance is now $18. And again, I go with sellers here. I go with sellers here because after this movement to the downside, okay, the market start to create lower high, lower low. Again, the price violate this high, then drop. So now I now use this as the supply, okay, because also the market violate some small resistance here, violate some small resistance, and this also change of character. So after change of character, become resistance, supports become resistance. So the market rise again from this level, it rise again, close inside the zone with a rejection. That is why I go with sellers on the next candle. And now my balance is now $18. So now I think my balance is now $21 on this next trade. Okay, no problem with that. Uh, Reason why I go with buyers here is because I've already missed the chance of entry trade here because I've drawn the zone. I remember this trade. I remember that I set an alert because of the network. I couldn't partake on this trade, but I just risk it that okay, if the market is going to retrace back, I think I should not. I think I should not. I think I should partake on this trade. I should not forget this trade. So what I did is that the reason why I go with buyers here, or the reason why I'm planning to go with buyers here is because first thing first, I can see a bullish movement, a downtrend, okay, level like this, then market consolidate for a while, here, rise again. So this consolidation I use as the base. So now I expect the price to close inside the base, open to wait or close, enter the trade on the next candle with some confirmation. Confirmation is this rejection and this rejection. Also this rejection, then candle close inside the zone. So I go with buyers. I was expecting to go with buyers, but I missed this trade opportunity. But when I saw the market start to push downward, then I looked at okay, if this is the case, which means that the market should look I should look for a sign of weakness for the market to reverse at least for 1 minute, if not violating, if not let's say if the price has not yet violate the zone. So what I did is that I observed the market closely, even without drawing or adjusting the zone, the rectangle zone. On the left side, I look for a support level here, then extend it to the next low here to the right side. So what I did is that wait for the price to close inside the zone before I go with buyers. I think this is the candle, or this is the candle I expected to form green next with some confirmation. Okay, some confirmation is this candle. Okay, also this candle. This candle look like shaven bottom candle, let's say the inverted hammer. So that is why I expected the price to form green candle next. So I actually won this trade. Okay, so you can see now I've made like $20 now. From $5 I make $20. So that is why I say this video is basically for um, beginners. Every time you deposit, you keep on blowing the account. But I think this video will help you to manage a small account. If you look at it very well, this trade take me up to, or let's say, more than 1 hours before I accomplish this. More than 1 hours. Okay, more than 1 hours before I accomplish this. But if you want me to be trading like professional, starting from $10 to $1,000, $2,000, 500, 700, well, it might take me up to 20 minutes, or let's say 20 or 30 minutes. But as a beginner, don't rush yourself in trading. Okay, don't rush to trade. Always pay attention to the price structure. Okay, if the market is going up, pay attention to the movement. If the market is going down, pay attention to the movement. Don't just jump into trading without analyzing the market properly, because if you do, you end up losing or blowing the account at the end. Because the market, you might expect the market to reverse at some point, but the market didn't reverse. But all you do is trade the wrong or predict the wrong candle, and you end up blowing the account. So as a beginner, okay, as a beginner, always trade um, with a fixed amount. So if you start from $5, you can also make $20 at least. With this $20, you can also withdraw some profits. Then you start all over again. Maybe you take some time, or the following day you decided to take another trade, or maybe you rest for about 3 to 5 hours, start again, or 6 hours, start again. Patiently look for the pattern. Okay, look for the pattern you try to trade. You are planning to trade, like support and resistance, supply and demand, SMC, reversal zone, rejection zone, those zone, any zone you see on your chart. Then also don't go against your plan. Okay, you know that sometimes whenever you are trading, you always go against your plan and you end up losing the trade. I'm talking from experience. That's occurred to me so many times. If I try to trade on supply and demand zone, then I saw trade opportunity to trade on reversal zone, or rejection zone, I may end up losing the trade because I didn't go according to the major plan I have in mind. So don't go against your plan. Always trade your plan. Okay, because in trading, I always say, if you plan to fail, oh sorry, if you fail to plan, all you do is plan to fail. Okay, so always plan before you trade, and don't go against your plan. Okay, like I said in the beginning of this video, if you need a one-on-one training section on how you can trade 1 minute candle with 4 minute expiry time, you can check my contact details in the video's description below. You can check my WhatsApp, my Telegram, Facebook, and everything. You can also check my email. Okay, so also, if you need signals, also provide signal. Okay, so if you want to partake on the signal, I also provide signal with two sections: your afternoon and evening. Okay, afternoon and evening. So this week I'll be available this week. So for the past weeks, I I was so busy, so I didn't uh, give signals for the past weeks. But this week I'll be available, and if you want to join the group, just let me know. Check my contact details, contact me. Okay, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. So if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.